Well, in their mouthpiece, Samnath, the Shiv Sena has hit out at the BJP over so-called love jihad, the right-wing bogey that targets cross-faith marriages between Hindus and Muslims. PKD Nambiar, one of the important points that was actually raised in by the Allahabad High Court, which actually ruled in the case of Priyanka Kharwar and Salamat Ansari, was about some of the other judgments. Was about some of the other judgments which were made recently. And on these judgments, on this so-called love jihad and cases like this of interfaith marriage, what the Allahabad High Court said is very important. And I quote, "None of those judgments dealt with the issue of life and liberty of two mature individuals in choosing a partner or their right to freedom of choice as to with whom they would like to live. We hold that the judgments in Noor Jahan 2014 and Priyanshi September 2020 as not lying good in law." These are very strong statements. Why is the BJP pursuing this love jihad business?
I believe, firstly, I think for the benefit of Mr. Arvind Sawant, I would like to define the love jihad since he was asking that there is no definition, but it's my own definition. I can be wrong. It is an ill-advised inter-religious love affair. So
Ill-advised?
Ill-advised.
Ill-advised? By who, sir?
I'm repeating it, Vishnu, for your benefit.
Who's advising?
Inter-religious love affair. Now, I will just explain you a couple of instances because love jihad is a reality. In the year 2014, in the Kerala Legislative Assembly, the then Chief Minister of
Asif Babla being a Muslim says like this.
On the floor of the House said there are 2,667 Hindu girls were converted into Islam on the pretext of marriage proposal. Now you have a choice. In 3 years' time, 2,667 Hindu girls have been converted into Islam only on the basis of a pure marriage proposal. It has nothing to do with a organized activity. Then I leave that to your wisdom.
It is a marriage proposal by your own words, sir.
Well, now let me come to the second word.
What's wrong with a marriage proposal?
Vishnu, I just then you can. I appreciate it. I want you to complete. Let me
complete.
The second part of it is that it is not about a Hindu-Muslim activity. The love jihad is nothing to do with only a Hindu-Muslim. In the year 2019, the Syro-Malabar Christian Sabha has the head of the church has said that more than so many Christian girls have been lured in the name of love jihad. It is not about.
So the word jihad applies to Christians as well now.
Yeah, the word. Please quote love jihad. You can go around and check it. On the basis of that particular report, the National Commission of Minority, Vice Chairman of the National Minority, written a letter to the Home Ministry then, talking about 4,000 love jihad cases are happening, irrespective of Hindu or anything, but converting Hindu Christian girls to Islam on the pretext of marriage, luring them.
Okay, 1 second, Mr. Nambiar, you've made your point, lots of points.
Love jihad is a reality in this country.
Nilufar, would you like to respond to that? He says that there are thousands of cases where this has happened. PKD Nambiar, this is also coming at a time when all sorts of bizarre things are happening, which are destroying the fabric of our nation, the interfaith fabric which exists. We've seen advertisements being targeted, advertisements with an innocent message, the Tanishq ad, for example, on an interfaith ceremony which was taking place. Why have this sort of hate? What does it achieve? Why doesn't the government hit out at this hate instead of proposing laws against this so-called love jihad?
Vishnu, interfaith marriages are nothing new in this country. It has been happening centuries and centuries and centuries. This is the country wherein when the 14 Muslim preachers have come to the India, the then king of Samudri had even allowed them to had given them Hindu girls to marry them and settle in a country like India. So I don't think nobody requires in this country to tell that what interfaith marriage is all about.
Then why are you making an issue of it now, sir?
The only challenge with Vishnu is that you don't even let me complete.
Sorry, go ahead.
And I seriously have to tell you this, with all due respect.
Go ahead, go ahead.
Let me ask you this. Let me ask Mr. Arvind Sawant. How can a political compulsion of a political party and a political leader can change the stand overnight is a superb example of Arvind Sawant's whole statement today. His own party was against the love jihad. You go to the Google and check that how many, even Samna has written about love jihad quite a bit. So I think let's not change the stand of political party, political wisdom overnight.
No. Then you may not have read it. Oh my goodness.
Love jihad is not about a BJP or an RSS is taking it up, Vishnu. Love jihad is also a...
Okay, Arvind Sawant disagrees with you. He's got his hand on his head. He wants to reply.
Love jihad is all about something like a Christian missionaries are talking about.
One second. Mr. Sawant, go ahead. I'd like to thank all of you very much for joining us.